All right, so you are on to video number 6. That means in your packet here, you have gotten everything signed off for the first page, which is page 1, that's step 1 through 7. And then you're already on to that back page, which is, you've already gotten signed off on step number 8, which means that you have outlined all of your pencil marks and permanent marker, and you made sure that you used a ruler and you used clean lines. So once you get signed off for that, you can then begin this video. So double check that you've been signed off before you start. Now on video 6 here, we're going to learn about these colored pencils behind me. They're brand new this year for us. They are the Crayola colored pencils, and they're woodless. So that means no more sharpening, and you're going to learn a lot of new techniques to get that really fine detailed point, as well as other shading points. Also in this video, you're going to be learning about complementary colors. So I want you to take a moment and think what that might be. Okay, so one of the things that we're going to be talking about in our element of art is complementary colors. So you'll notice here, this is the word complementary, and these colors are colors that are opposites on the color wheel. So when you take a look at the color wheel, I have a few that are up on the board in the classroom, and then also I have one directly behind me. You want to find the opposite. So there are 3 that you can use for the opposite. There is red and green would be opposite each other on the color wheel. Then you have purple and yellow would be another one. And you have blue and orange, kind of like the bear's colors. But fill out on page 8 the answer for what are complementary colors. They are opposite colors on the color wheel. And also fill out what color scheme that you would like to choose. So either the red and green, the purple and yellow, or the blue and orange. You will notice that on the back table back here, this is where you get your materials. So if depending on what video you are on, you will come and grab that certain supply. Here you will grab your complementary colors. Remember, choose the colors that you were approved of in your packet by me. Once you grab those colors, you may then take them back to your seat and use them. When you are finished and it is time for cleanup, then you will bring them back here and put them in the corresponding spot. As you notice on step number 9, it says to watch video 6, and then you're going to be practicing on page 8 of this packet. So I want you to flip over to page 8 in your packet. In video 5, you would have completed this here. So we're on to video number 6, and you're going to be practicing colored pencils. So here, I want you to fill in what are complementary colors. You're going to pick your complementary color scheme and you're going to write it here, and then this is where we're going to practice in the space provided. So I will show you on a larger sheet, and then I want you to come here and practice making thin lines and practice making thick lines. Now that you've completed the first 2 questions of video 6 in your packet and you've chosen your complementary colors, for example, I am choosing yellow and purple. I really like these 2 colors, and these are actually the colors that you would use whenever you are trying to paint sand. You don't really use brown, you use the yellow, and then you use purple for the shadows. So complementary colors have a lot of really neat tricks when you use them in your paintings or drawings, etc. So when you want to do a thin line, you'll notice this shape of the Crayola colored pencil. You want to really work on the sides where the pointy edges are. So that will give you that nice thin line. So and that space provided here, I just want you to practice how do you do a thin line. Sometimes it comes off pretty thick, so you want to really work on finding that really thin edge there, and you just kind of turn it around, use that, feel how it works for you, draw a few more. Once you get the hang of it, move over to the thick side practice. So with the thick lines, you want to get this part of the colored pencil, and you just kind of rest it on there. It's really easy to feel that one, and that's where you can get it nice and thick. You don't need to push hard. If you want to try rotating it and doing it thicker that way, drawing it thicker this way, it's just a different way of using this tool. So it might take you a few tries to get used to it. By the end of the project, it's going to be like you've been using it forever. After you've completed this, make sure that I check it off.